Hey everybody, JP, aka Warp Jester. I want to get a chance to start doing some of these videos to kind of speak my mind regarding some of the events going on in the world. I've taken my time trying to write up a lot of articles, and quite frankly, I just take too long on it. So I feel like I can actually get my point across a little better in video. So I'm going to start off actually with the big to-do going on with BART and the fact that BART decided to have some bad decisions regarding some events that came up. I'm going to give you a little backlog here. First things first, for people who don't understand what BART is, think subway for the San Francisco Bay Area. It services a lot of different cities and counties. So that's the best description I can give for you. A little while back, there was an incident where somebody was shot by BART police. There's a lot of controversy over what happened, how it happened. I'm not going to go into any further than that. You can look it up. Just look at BART shooting, B-A-R-T shooting, and you can get the details. In response to that, people were going to organize and protest at BART stations, and BART's response was to shut down cell coverage in the BART stations and on the trains. General opinion is that was a very, very poor idea. And I personally do agree with that. Here's the problem. There's legal obligation, there's moral obligation. Legally, BART's has every right to do this. It's private property. It's a service they're providing to ensure you have cell service down in tunnels on the trains. So legally, they are allowed to do that. However, morally, it was a poor decision, and a poor decision on a couple of fronts. One, there's that whole aspect of squelching freedom of speech. That's kind of a given, and this has been a common thing that's gone on a lot lately. I hate to say it, but it's happened in countries like Syria and Egypt. It's happened in or been talked about being done in countries like the UK. God, this is not the answer. For all the politicians out there, if for any reason this video gets to you, this is not the answer. It never is. Think of it this way. The internet, cell phones, IM, SMS, all of these communication avenues, they are one of many, granted. But if you cut off any one of them intentionally to squelch people communicating about a topic they're upset about, it's going to make you look bad. I don't care what your intention is. You're going to look bad. And quite frankly, there's just no justification for it. Whenever you do anything like this, it's going to be a problem. If you have a problem where people are starting to communicate and organize, you need to deal with that problem. By trying to cut off communications, it's one of those situations where you're treating the symptom and not the disease. So, piss poor decision to ever cut off communications. Now, I want to be clear on this because there's a couple of things people don't think about, and you need to have an open mind and look at the bigger picture. Okay, so first things first, when it comes to BART, I don't remember who it was that okayed the shutdown for the service. If I find it, I will definitely put it in post. But there are people, I can't remember her name now, Lynn something. She's one of the people on the BART board of BART board, and she very openly said, "We are setting a bad precedence for other groups. What if everybody just on a whim or on the most veiled of threats shuts down communication lines?" That's not good. Whether you're a private company or a government entity, again, we have a mass of people. The last thing you want to do is try to squelch their ability to speak. Think about that image of a free citizen with duct tape over his mouth. It's going to make you look bad no matter what situation is, okay? Again, symptom, actual disease. Now, the other side of that, the response from people. Just like with anything in this world, there's a good response and there's a bad response. And of course, you usually actually get both of them. In the case of the BART protest, the good response is people wanted to assemble and actually later were able to set it up and assemble to peacefully demonstrate, stand, blockade, things like that. I fully endorse this. That is a good response. That is a way to represent the masses, to be heard, to voice an opinion without incident. Another good response by the anonymous group was to hack the website and put up banners, kind of basically making a headline, pointing out this issue, pointing out the problems. That's fine. And I fully endorse that. The bad response we got from Anonymous was hacking the website, pulling information, which happened to be BART users' details, and posting them. That is a piss poor decision that somebody made, and I cannot emphasize this enough. It is not something you should be doing. Anonymous, as a whole, as an entity, has the potential to be the raging beginnings of the internet revolution that's trying so hard to come about in a lot of ways. When you do things like post personal people's information, in this case, people who use BART, they took their personal identifiable information, contact details, etc., and post them out in public, you are effectively kicking the people that may very well be supporting you. It's a stupid decision, and it never should have been done. This has been done before. Don't do it. Again, you're hurting the people trying to help. So that's just really, really poor form. So I'll probably get into that a little more later. But the bottom line is, people need to keep an open mind. There are people in BART's system that may work for BART, that may head up BART, may have a strategic role in BART, that may not have agreed with the decisions that were made by BART as a whole. So please bear that in mind. If you really want to be, not vengeful, but definitely want to make a point, you want to send a letter to somebody, then please get the details. Find out who was involved. Find out who okayed the shutdown of the information, and make sure you direct your comments to those people. The innocent employee that runs the trains, the people who are running around cleaning up the stations, etc., these are employees of BART that may or may not have agreed with that decision. And if you take any action against them, calling them, emailing them, flat out walking up to them and discussing it with them in any manner other than civility, that's not going to be okay. So please, use your head, be smart about what you do, be peaceful about it, express your opinion. Please, this is a God-given right, and it should be for everybody around the world, regardless of who you are, where you are. But please, think before you speak, think before you do, because the actions you take can cause a lot of issues. All right? So that's it for now. Again, I hope to do a few more videos like this a little more often, kind of get my view on things. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful night. You did not catch any of that, did you?